Hi guys, how you all doing? I hope you're all doing well and I hope you're all keeping safe. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay guys, it's another beautiful day that the Lord has made, that you may rejoice and be glad in it. Okay, point is rejoice and be glad in this day. So guys, to all my returning subscribers, thank you so very much. If you're new here, my name is Favour. Karibu sana to my YouTube channel. I'm telling you guys, it's cold. It's cold. So I decided, you know what? Sit slay. Let me just, keep warm, because at the end of the day, baridi na pneumonia zinapelekana hii. So guys, my hair looks a mess. So I decided to hide that mess using this other mess. But anyway, that's not the point. As you have seen from the title of this video, today we're gonna be having a conversation. Okay. And if you've gone through this, if you're going through this, comment down below and let's have a conversation. Let's talk about this topic. So I realized a lot of my friends, it's cold. Mi sijui kama kwenye mko kuna baridi hivi juu. Mi kwenye niko. It's God preparing me for UK. Anyway, so today let's talk about rejection. I know this is a topic that a lot of people don't talk about, don't even talk about, don't even know exist, they don't even know what's happening, and they're just living. So this is the thing. There's something called rejection. Okay, I've not done any big research on it, because I'm talking to you out of experience. All right, so as I talk, I'm giving you my life. All right, so and how I got out of it. So guys, rejection is a spirit. Rejection is, the unwanted. Like, people just don't like you for no reason. All right, and it could be a set of everybody or a set of people. All right, so you find that there's just some. Okay, before we start, have you subscribed to this YouTube channel? If you have not, 10 seconds to do so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you very much. Thank you very so much. Oh my God, what kind of English is that? Na nilisema mamangu akiona hizi video atashindwa mbona alinipeleka shule. Because nowadays, kizungu mkoti. So, rejection, you see that the aspect of not being wanted. You see, with a set group of people, or just everybody, maybe your family, maybe your friends, maybe at your workplace, maybe and you've not done anything wrong. You're just fine. You're just okay. But you find it's just this like a veil that has covered you. At times you find it's real, and at times unapata nijisikie hata mimi nikiongea. At times you find it's real, and at times it's just you kujiekelea. You understand? Unaweza pata iko real ama ni wetu unajiekelea. So for myself, I didn't notice for a very long time, but I came to understand that, okay, like in my family, I have very good parents, like good parents. But unapata, we weren't that, okay, me and my mom weren't so close growing up. And me and my dad, we were close growing up. And then got to a point where, I don't know, that kind of stage, let's not lie to each other. There's just a stage where you and your parents, they're going like this, you're going like this. No apparent reason. No good, as in, there's no good perfect reason. And unaweza sema ikuwewa, I knew this happened and things changed. No good reason. Unapata tu, everything you do annoys them. Totally everything you do annoys them. So for myself, of course there was that stage. There was this stage of everything I did was just wrong. Whether it's right or wrong, to them it was wrong. I have never understood till date. Because, okay, one thing with me, I don't like conclude. Okay, I'm an overthinker, so I'll conclude things. But again, I like seeking for a second opinion. Okay, so I'll go ask someone else. If this is your daughter and your daughter did one, two, three, how will you react to it? If this is your parent and your parent did one, two, three, how will you react to it? So like I know that I'm the one who is just overthinking, or I'm the one who is just overreacting, or it's it. You understand? Mm. And then I realized even in school there was just a set that yani wanakuonaga tu sijui ini, they see you as, I don't know, they just don't want to associate with you, they don't want to, you know, uh in school I didn't fit kwa category ya the rich kids, I didn't fit kwa category ya the not rich kids. I was just there alone, I was just doing life, you know. Mwenye taniongelesha maybe 1, 2, or my friend will be that, or mwingine mwenye pia hana mabeshte. So those will be my friends. My friends are, they were those that even them they don't have friends. They don't have anyone they're talking to. So we don't have any other option but to just, you know, talk to ourselves. And it got to a point where I realized it was, okay, personally it was more my family. It was more my family. And I'll be open with this. I know since the time has passed, things changed. Things have changed. But at times I try to understand maybe where my parents were coming from, maybe from their upbringing, maybe from that just their personality. Because again, you see, I'm very loud. I'm a sanguine, and maybe probably walikuwa nawe kuna kierere weka huko, like kuna kierere ka huko. You see, I don't know, maybe, but I will attract this set of people that were like my mother's age mates. So you'll find my mom will just find faults in me in everything. And there's this other woman here who's like, oh, sikuja nitembele, tukae na wewe wiki moja alafu takurudisha home. Oh, mpaka I'm like, when you go do this that my mom doesn't see. You understand? Of course, probably they didn't know me, maybe as my mom will put it, they didn't know me well, so I don't know. But unapata a lot will. I remember there was a time I had this very terrible headache. I was from school, I was in college then, and I had this terrible headache. And my mom did not notice, and she hadn't even like noticed anything. But this woman who was her friend who just came, and she just told me, "Are you okay? You look sick. Kwani unaumwa kichwa?" And I'm like, it hurt me, guy. It hurt me. Because like my mom is here, she's not even noticed. This is just a stranger who's come from I don't know where. And she's come and immediately she's noticed something is amiss with me. So you wonder, okay, like what's wrong? And it gets to a point where now my mom is not on my side, my dad is not on my side, my brother is not on my side. It's like I'm alone. I know even, okay, again, I have very good parents. These are seasons in life. I know you understand. These are seasons in life. So, I couldn't really get, because again, unajua you compare yourself with other kids, like, I was not the partying type. Okay, I would party, but I wouldn't show them, because if my mom knew I'm doing this, I'm dead. If my dad knew I'm doing this, I'm dead. So I couldn't dare show them. I couldn't dare show them on their face that I do this. So I used to wonder, what if? Oh, no. I'm like, what if ningekuwa kama cousin yangu, the way, you know, she's just always around with different men. What if ningepatikana na makesi na wanaume? What if I would have come home pregnant? What if? Because I'm like, I'm not all these, but still, I'm still not making sense to them. I'm still not making sense to them, especially when my dad changed like 360 EV. You know, EV, like somebody, you are going with this direction, and all of a sudden, 360, like 360. And I couldn't understand what happened, what is happening. There was a time when in school, you know, it it was so hard. It was so hard. Paka, I would just look for moments where I was not at home. Yani nidanganye tu like I'm going somewhere, but nitoke tu home. Unapata tu ukienda huko nje, again, the world is not accepting of you apart from very few. Because me, I remember there was a time, only one person came to my rescue. And I don't know that one person is again this age group. You know, see, a friend of my mom. I'm like, God, what is happening? What is happening? Ningejipata, I'm a sanguine. So I would go places and unapata, I just want to talk to people, but nobody wants to talk to me. Where? I'll go to school, I just want to make friends, but nobody wants to be friends with me. Let me tell you, baby boo, if you're there, you're not the problem. You don't have an issue. It's just that rejection spirit is following you, my sister. So it's not like you're bad. It's not like you have a bad character, but it's just, you know, it's just this that is. It's like a veil. I don't know. It's like a veil or something that just makes people not to like you. I've had stories where I was rejected by my parents, I was rejected by my friends, I was rejected by I don't know who. Let me tell you, at times again, it's God's way of, you know, separating you from other people so that you can fully depend on Him. Because when I was going through like a wilderness period in life, it got to a point where I blocked everyone. No, I didn't have any friends, any family, anybody. Like, I didn't have anybody. If I tell you I didn't have anybody, I mean I didn't have anybody. Yani nilikuwa zero. I can't call a friend. I can't call my mom. I can't call my dad. Literally nobody literally nobody wants to talk to me or even see me or even have a conversation with me. Nobody. And I will wonder, kwani, how bad am I? And that's where, you know, depression, whatever. Because nobody wants to talk to you. Life is not happening, but you don't have anybody you can run to. You're just alone. And this is not to say that I can't reach out. It was a point in life where my mom didn't want to even hear anything to do with me. My dad doesn't want to hear anything to do with me. Ask me what I did wrong. I came out of my mother's house at the age of 20. So you can imagine, it's not like I had a lot of time to misbehave in their house. I was in Nairobi all by myself. Hawakuwahi kesi ati sijui nimepatikana wapi, sijui nimefanya nini, sijui what. Never. By the way, me and my parents, we've never had ati hizo makesi, sijui nimepelekwa, sijui nimeshikwa, sijui nimeni. Not that sijashikwa, of course, but it has never come to their attention. Like, CJ waletea trouble. You say ile trouble, mtu yufanya kitu mpaka unajiuliza, uni wangu sijai. But I could wonder, like, kwani, what is this big thing that, you know? But later on is when I came to understand there's something we call separation. When God decides to separate you, He'll separate you with everybody else so that you can remain with only. And I think that's where my connection with God became even stronger. Because, you see, I don't have anyone I can run to, only God. Understand? And sometimes, hujafanya anything wrong, it's just God's own way. Because ukiangalia Jesus, akina Moses, nobody was sent to the wilderness with their family or friends. Alone. Jesus ran kwa wilderness. He was all alone. Moses was all alone. So I came to understand, you know what? Sometimes during these wilderness periods, you can just be alone and God decides to just work on you alone. Okay? So you need to understand, is this a wilderness period or is it, you know, the spirit of rejection? For me, I had both, growing up and everything, and then it got to a point where maybe God saw I was being so much dependent, or I was a people pleaser, because now nobody wants to accept me. So I'll have to do things that will make you accept me. Even though I don't want to do them, even though they don't favor me, but I'll just do things that will make you want to accept me. You see? which is a very, 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 I'm telling you, that's toxic. It's a very, very bad thing. Until, you know, when I came to understand, kitambo I didn't understand. When I was going through all that, I couldn't understand. Nilikuwa tu nashindwa, mbona watu nichukie hivyo? Mbona watu sijui nini. I didn't understand. Until it came to a point where I had an understanding. You know what? If you look at your life, view your life, you have rejection is following you, my sister. So do something. And I started praying. I started praying about it. And I started saying, God, people will love me. People will love me. You know, I'm a lover of people. People will love me back. People will accept me for who I am. People will, you know, until this day when I'm just, I used to sell clothes, sweatpants and all that. So, okay, that's a story for another day, but I'll just give you a snippet. So I knew I had this gift, and I was like, you know what, who has this gift that can help me nurture it? Okay, in ministry that is, because I knew for a fact I was called to ministry, but against another day, I was just doing things just to survive. So I decided, you know what, I had some, okay, not I had someone, you know, my spirit was, and it prompted me to this person. So it's like, wait, do they even have a church? Or is, you know, and I came to realize, yeah, as a matter of fact, their church is close to where I stay. So I was like, I'll go visit them one day. And then I saw on Instagram, they have these evening meetings. They were celebrating, I think, 1 year anniversary or 2 years anniversary. And they had these evening meetings for that week. So I said, you know what, when as I'm, you know, sharing my clothes, I'll pass by there and, you know, just have that one evening meeting, 2 meetings, and that's it. And then you know me, I'm a member of JCC, and if there's one thing that I have learned, religious brainwash is real, and don't ever want to get to that point. Okay. At least me, I've been under someone that teaches you the true doctrine. Under someone that will teach you the truth and will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. So I knew, I didn't know much about this other pastor. And remember, it's not like I was going to be like mshirika wao. Mimi nilikuwa tu, you see the way you can love boxing, but you do football, and you go like, okay, let me see if I can get anyone that can also help me, you know, in boxing part-time evil. So I went the first day, the second day. Tukitoa sadaka, the person just pointed me out. Okay, that church, sadaka you peleka pale mbele. So, alinipoint out, akaniambia can see, you have, you know, the spirit of rejection. In your life, people hate you for no reason. You'll just go somewhere and people will dislike you utter before you talk or anything. You're a lover of people, but utajipata, you're just doing things to fit in, but people don't like you. That is a spirit of rejection. And I'm praying for you. From today, people will love you and you will have favor. And from today, your second name shall be Favour. And that's why I got my name, Favour. And from today, your second name shall be Favour. People will love you. The same measure they hated you with, the same measure they will love you. And akaniambia, you have ministry in you. And in ministry, people must love, not must love you, but you can't do ministry if people don't accept you. People have to accept you and listen to what God is saying through you. I was like, what? I cried. I was just there at the altar and I was crying and I was telling God, finally, it was not just illusions. And that's like people say, when God gives a word, let it come as a confirmation. Let it come as a confirmation of what you know. So you see me, it came to me as a confirmation. And now, she's given me the solution. Okay. So I cried, you know. I was there and the usher tried to, like kunichukua And the pastor was like, you know what, no, leave her there, she belongs to the altar. Let her let it out. Let all it out there. Okay, whatever I said. And that's when I knew for sure there was something. And guys, let me tell you, from that day I have always prayed, God, favor me. Favor me. Let me walk with favor. Everywhere I go, people will love me. Everywhere I go, people will accept me for me. And guys, I can tell you for a fact, right now, nikienda mahali mtu anichukie, wewe ndo kuna shida. If I go somewhere and someone decides just to hate me for, you have a problem. You are the problem, by the way. Because from there, people just love me. This when I had courage to come out, ministry, I can preach, and people will listen to me. Kitambo was wondering, God, ati mimi nikuwe pastor, nihubirie nani? But right now, you talk to congregations, you talk to people, and people are listening to you, people come to you with testimonies, and you're like, God, what happened? It's favor. So, if you notice you have such a thing, guys, pray about it. Pray about it. Again, pray about it, okay? And tell God to favor you. Tell God to give you that. Upendeke tu. And then I have a very serious face. Me, when I walk, and I'm not talking to anyone, I usually have a very serious face. So I tell God, okay, nipe tu kale ka smile kadogo, at least, because people, kai unakuwaga mkali, unaka kutukana mtu, okay kusalimika, unaka. It's because I just have a serious face. But deep inside, I'm not a serious person, by the way. I'm a joker, I just love people, I love playing, I'm very social. Yes, so that's it, guys. If you notice, pray about it and tell God to help you. Tell God to tell God to help you be loved by people. Tell God to favor you everywhere you go. And I tell you for a fact, He will, because He's a good God. And that's it, guys. That has, been it about rejection. And I hope you've learned 1, 2, 3 things. If you're in rejection, post-rejection, comment down below and let's have a conversation. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you really did, kindly give it a thumbs up and let's meet in the next one. Today I think I'll just be giving you stories. Ni mimi na nyinyi. Okay. Ni mimi na nyinyi. So always remember you're the best, and in everything you do, put God first and you'll never be disappointed.